They were once the symbol of a modern fairy tale, but now what is emerging feels more like a controversial documentary where every detail is scrutinized and no one truly knows what lies behind the spotlight. At the center of it all is Meghan Markle, who was once praised as a breath of fresh air for the royal family, but is now facing a wave of allegations that are raising serious questions about her public image across the world. It all begins with a shocking story from a flight from Colombia to California where a member of her communications team was reportedly so exhausted that they collapsed mid-air, a situation said to be so serious that cabin crew initially feared the worst. Although this has not been officially confirmed, the story quickly spread and became a symbol of what some are calling the intense pressure behind the scenes, raising an important question: is the working environment around Meghan truly that demanding, or is this simply another narrative amplified by anonymous sources and media speculation? The allegations do not stop there, as further claims paint a more controversial picture, with some sources suggesting that staff were not allowed to speak to her unless spoken to first and were required to sign extremely strict non-disclosure agreements. For some, this is entirely normal within the world of high-profile public figures, yet for others it suggests a tightly controlled and high-pressure environment. Smaller incidents have also contributed to the broader narrative. At a sporting event, Meghan was reportedly unhappy when told there was no ice available for her champagne and allegedly instructed staff to go out and purchase it immediately, a minor detail on the surface, yet one that has been interpreted by many as revealing of behavior behind closed doors. The situation escalates further when tensions within the royal family are brought into focus, particularly her relationship with Prince William. During a reported meeting in 2018, Meghan is said to have reacted sharply when William pointed a finger at her with a remark that, if accurate, would suggest a level of tension rarely seen publicly. This becomes even more striking when contrasted with the public image of Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, who are often portrayed as calm, approachable and consistently composed, creating a clear contrast that has led many to question whether this is simply a difference in personality or a difference in how public image is carefully managed and presented. However, the story extends beyond the royal family, as signs of strain have also been reported in professional relationships, particularly with Netflix, a key partner once expected to help build a powerful media presence for the couple. According to reports, CEO Ted Sarandos has become increasingly cautious in direct dealings, and some sources even claim that legal representatives are required during discussions, while additional reports suggest that virtual meetings have at times been abruptly ended or left if expectations were not met, all of which contributes to growing speculation about working dynamics behind the scenes. This leads into a wider debate about how Meghan is shaping her personal brand, with some critics suggesting she may be considering the use of family imagery, including her children, in future business ventures, drawing comparisons to other high-profile celebrity branding strategies, while others argue this is simply about taking control of one's own narrative in a digital age where every image carries influence and value. Further controversy arose following a speech in Colombia where Meghan spoke about joy and hope to an audience that had recently experienced significant hardships and viewed the message as uplifting, while others felt it lacked sensitivity to the local context. And when taken together, all of these details, both major and minor, begin to form a complex and often conflicting picture where the line between reality and perception becomes increasingly blurred, because the most important common factor across all these claims is that they originate from indirect sources. There is no official confirmation and no clear publicly available evidence, which leads to an alternative possibility that what we are witnessing is not just a story about an individual, but a reflection of how media narratives and public opinion can collectively construct or dismantle a person's image in an era where information spreads instantly. And perhaps the most striking truth is not found within the allegations themselves, but in the simple question of what we choose to believe.